I'm Euge Valovirta, and he's Roope Riihijärvi. Welcome to Roope Studios. Some of you who have followed my recent videos, you probably already know that I have moved back to Finland and my new studio is being built. While that's happening, I decided to...
We're having fun here.
We're having fun. You know, this is a tradition. Always when I come to Finland, I visit Roope Studio and we play guitar and discuss nerd about gear. And this time the topic is the ultimate 80s axe. This is pretty much the first time Roope just played it, because you got this yesterday.
Yeah.
And we literally opened the box. Roope will probably will do more in-depth video, but it was just like the first notes, the sounds, the impressions, and I'm having actually Roope's older Tyler, but let's focus on this one. So this guitar, you said that this has been your childhood dream to have, because one of your, or if not the biggest heroes, you look at their used similar guitar, or same guitar.
Yeah, Luke used to have basically this kind of a guitar around when Toto made the 7th one album, and the Luke's guitar is called Buffy. And there's a inlay where it says like Buffy, like in your guitar says Moomy or
Tom or
whatever. Yeah, I got the opportunity to order this kind of a guitar, and this is not a US made, it's a Japan made, like this.
Yeah.
And
what's the difference?
Basically both has the same body shape and the neck shape, and the biggest difference is the electronics and the bridge. This has a locking system, and the older one has it's a Goto,
more traditional.
Yeah, 2 point.
But what's the US? Is there a US made version of this same guitar?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how that? I mean, because in my experience, in my opinion, at least the best guitars I've tried, they're pretty much always made in Japan, because they really pay attention to detail. I'm just curious, because I just tried this guitar and it's amazing. Just wondering that, I guess the US made are a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, it's double priced.
Okay, it's okay,
yeah,
but is it like why it is better or why it's double priced? I'm having a hard time imagining what you could possibly do better.
Yeah, I also have played a lot of US made Tylers as well, and they're pretty amazing, but the quality in these Japanese instruments are awesome, that the price quality ratio is pretty unbeatable, I must say. So So,
but does the US have it's like original Floyd?
Yeah, they use original Floyds, and basically all the electronics are the same. The biggest difference is in Japan line Tylers, you don't get access to compound radios. So it's fixed.
Fixed radio, okay.
Yeah.
And this is like
12.
12, yeah.
And if you order a guitar with like a traditional bridge system, tremolo system, then it's 11.
Okay. But on the US, you can have like 12 to 16
compound.
Okay.
Yeah. They're doing it.
So they are little, okay. So
they're doing, you can choose stainless steel frets and...
so it's more like a custom shop?
Yeah, both are custom shops, but in Japan it's more limited.
The
options to choose.
Okay.
And actually this model is kind of a stock model, I would say. Of course they built everything based on orders, but this model is already configured there. So I want that.
Okay,
and nothing has changed here.
And this is kind of the Dan Huff parallel series, mid boost, all the shebang. So basically, because I was interested, I'm sure many of you, because Tyler has the brand has kind of has had a revival, so to say, in the last few years. Probably because of you, and Dan Huff is kind of back in business. I mean, he's been in the business all the time, mainly as a producer, but now he has again profiled a little bit more towards where he started as a guitar player. He has his own YouTube channel, own signature model. So I think that the Tylers are kind of having a revival. So basically, the Japan models and US models, I guess the quality, how good the guitar is kind of similar, but on the US models you have more options to customize.
Yeah, and it's made in US, so that's but I know the US guys from Tyler really well, and they're awesome guys to deal with, and also they work really closely with the Japan departments.
So to sum it up, the US and Japan made guitars, the quality is excellent on both. They work closely together, but with the USA made, it's made in USA, and you have more options to customize it. So the Japan is like a custom shop, but it's more limited.
Yeah. It's a really small team in Japan who builds these guitars, and I guess they started building James Tyler guitars in Japan around 2014 or 2015, and it got started the way that two builders actually went to work on the Tyler's US shop, and that Jim Tyler taught them how to build these guitars and how to paint them and how to do everything, and they worked there like 2 years, 1 year, and they built US Tylers there. And then those guys came back to Japan and...
so they were Japanese?
Japanese guys. So those guys who built this guitar now, I guess they have also built US Tylers. So they have a pretty good knowledge how to build these type of guitars, because there's more than the headstock. So for example, little details, how they rolled these fretboard edges. So it's really hard to see on camera.
It's hard, but it's really, because I have one a Warmoth Strat, what I put together myself. I did this myself. Because they were a little sharp. So that was immediately when I played this first time. I noticed that these are sweet. They are like what I've usually do myself. And if you don't know how to do it, what to do, don't do it. You can ruin the guitar. But because the attention to detail is exceptional, and the frets are so good that I actually first thought that these are stainless steel frets, which I really like. But they're not. But they're just really bright, smooth, and I mean this was literally taken out from the case. My only complaint is it's with every guitar. This is too close. So I play kind of like a little bit like this, especially when I'm shredding on the high. I'm like, I can't. But other than that, it's great. But I guess if I would have this, I would probably just move it
around
somewhere here, or maybe the mid boost, if it something. But that's what I've done too. Or like, I mean, on the Warmoth guitar I mentioned, I have the volume here. As far as possible. Because I'm kind of like a lumberjack guy, so I'm not playing. So I paint with big brush. And everything is on 10 pretty much. So I don't need fast access. But how you play, it's more delicate. But I mean, now what we've been talking about, maybe if you quickly, because there's these many people. I mean, I was. And I'm actually still a little bit confused. So maybe if you could just explain, because there's this knob, which is a mid boost, and then these three knobs and this knob. If you quickly tell what they are, and maybe do a little sound example.
at the first look it might seem
intimidating.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
But all makes sense when you just get to know how does it work.
Yeah.
And this guitar actually, even though this was my dream guitar, but this guitar was a kind of a gateway drug to me.
Okay.
To get this.
Yeah.
So great build quality, and this is the most kind of a simple one Studio Elite you can buy.
This is made in Japan.
Yeah.
Great. Like the resonance is awesome.
Yeah. And there is just volume, tone, and the mid boost bypass button and the mid boost volume.
Okay, like the amount of mid.
Yeah.
And this is a five-way switch.
Yeah.
Okay. So and then this one, volume
without the tone, which is a great because I don't use the tone.
Yeah, me neither. My ESP customs are just volume, no tone, and the guitars I have the tone. It's always on 10.
Yeah. There is a mid boost bypass button and the mid boost.
Yeah, like on this one.
Yeah. Mid boost knob, how much you want the preamp in, and there's 3 white push buttons here, and each one is for push.
Okay, not push pull. Push. Okay.
Push.
Yeah.
And each one is for each pickups.
Okay.
And when it's on up position, the pickup is on parallel.
Okay.
And when it's down, it's in series.
Okay.
So you can get a lot of different combinations.
So like now, the bridge pickup is in
series. Yeah.
Compared to these which are in
parallel
then. Yeah. And then if you do the 5-way switching, it's series parallel. If this will be like this, then they all will be in parallel.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Yeah. So you can basically, you can have your basic 5-way stretch switch combination, but then with these, you can make them parallel or series to each other. Kind of like, doesn't Brian May has a similar thing on his the red special. Okay, yeah. Okay, now I get it.
And you can pull out many different type of tones really fast, actually.
Maybe if you put a clean sound, because I think the clean sounds are really, really good. You're switching amps. Because, I mean, there is a difference, obviously, in overdriven sounds, but I think on the clean sounds, you can really hear the difference what these different combinations, the parallel switches and the mid boost does.
Yeah. So now mid boost preamp is bypassed and the bridge pickup is in series. So now it's like normal humbucker.
Yeah.
And now I activate the mid boost.
To me, the mid boost is kind of misleading. I mean, theoretically, it probably does that, but what I hear is more top, more like lushier sound. Yeah. So I guess because to many people, and at least me, when I think about mid boost, I think about two screamer.
Yeah.
But this is actually, it's boosting the mids, but the outcome is not like two screamer. It's just like fuller, fatter, like almost like an exciter.
Yeah, and actually you're right, because many times those session guys and all used, the guys who played the classic 80s clean parts used the mid boost. So when they mainly use it that the pot is on a zero or they just open it a little bit. And what it does, the preamp doesn't come in yet the mid boost circuit, kind of the mid boost thing.
Okay.
And then this works like a buffer, and it takes the cable out of the equation, and it reduces the guitar cable, so it brings your high and low what the cable
Okay, so I was right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trust your ears. Yeah. Okay.
And when you start rolling it up, it's not a kind of a mid boost. It's more like a low mid or low boost or bass boost. It's kind of make it really fat, not too noisy.
More like lower mids,
Yeah.
kinda? Yeah.
Yeah, it's around, I guess, 180.
Okay.
Hertz.
Yeah. So lower mids kinda. Okay.
And then you get access those parallel switching options. So here's the bridge pickup in series and in parallel. And again in series.
And the mid boost is not on now.
Yeah.
Because you get the
The
little bit smiley face in there. Okay.
Yeah. And it's funny because for me this doesn't sound a bridge pickup.
Not at all. This sounds like a bridge pickup. Yeah. Okay. Whatever I did. Yeah.
And then you can do a different combination. Like now it's bridge in parallel and the middle pickup is in series. And these are, by the way, the Zimmer Duncan's classic stacks.
Okay.
So there's a kind of a two.
Yeah, so it's like a noiseless.
Single coil.
Yeah.
Then you can both also the middle pickup in parallel.
Wow.
So this guitar is kind of a Swiss knife for.
Yeah, it's totally different sounds. Not change. By the way, what is the amp we're using?
Now it's sold on a X88 clean.
Preamp.
Yeah, preamp.
Into
SLO's power amp.
And there's obviously a little bit, or not actually a little bit, but a
lot of smooth going on.
Healthy amount of reverb and delay and some maybe micro pitch chorusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the usual 80s stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, the main thing was that it's really versatile, and those sounds, they are, at least to me now here, hopefully translates to you there. And it sounds just like those 80s albums.
Yeah. It's
because I think this was the, like you said, Lukather used this Dan Huff many, and the key to those like sparkly clean sounds was like this middle boost circuit and the series parallel switching and middle boost, like again the name might lead you a little bit, so it's actually, when you use it just a little, it's kind of top. And you boost the good stuff.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that when you do it just a little, it's just kind of takes off the cable.
Yeah, it's just a buffer.
It's just a buffer.
And many times I control how much I want the distortion with volume knob.
Yeah.
So if I want lower distortion, like this, I can bring that bottom end up here. And when you roll it up full, it's almost like a humbucker. when you go, when you play high notes here in higher frets, it cuts away the harshness.
Yeah.
Compare it if it's not in. And I get the really beefier sound, and both of the sound without the preamp and with the preamp, none of that aren't good or bad. So
it's just different.
It's just different,
Different
and you
flavor.
and you got two options to choose.
Let me just try it before I knock you out and steal this guitar from you. Yeah, I mean, there's so many possibilities. And honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing yet, because this is literally the first time I'm playing this guitar. But I guess we can close this with a conclusion, because that's what I always have. This guitar is amazing. Like you said, it's a Swiss army of guitars. You can get thick humbucking sounds, thick single coils, thinner single coils. Like, there's no bad sound. You know, if you can get a bad sound out of this guitar, or this guitar sounds bad, then you should go to toilet and watch the mirror, and the reason is there. Or maybe if you don't have a mirror in the toilet, wherever you have a mirror.
Yeah.
But man, this I'm really impressed. And we're in Finland. You can probably, or not probably, you can buy these many places, but a really good place with a lot of knowledge about these guitars is a Musamaailma, fantastic guitar shop here in Finland who imports these, and link to Musamaailma's website in the description below. The website is in Finnish, English, maybe it's in even Japanese or Swedish. So, and Musamaailma, they ship all over the world. So go check out. I think there's some guitars that are immediately available, but like Roope said, most of these are, or pretty much all, like made for order.
Yeah.
So, but you can contact Musamaailma, and they are fantastic shop. And if you wanna, get one of these or buy one of these are not cheap, but you can do this with one guitar where you would need many more normal guitars. I need to seriously consider if I need to order myself one too. And check out also Roope's channel. Roope will do a more in-depth video, even though this was pretty in-depth, but even more in-depth different sounds to his own channel about this guitar. And in general, if you're interested in good guitar playing tips and tricks, especially in the good old 1980s vibe, subscribe and check out Roope's channel. All right, I did a joke that I edited out because it was too Finnish. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching. until next time,
Yeah.
see you on the next one. Go check out Roope's channel. Bye.
Bye.